What's good, guys? Welcome back to the struggle. Nadeska, Akademiks, and Wayno here. Yo, we're having a lot of trouble behind the scenes with very simple things like doing a sync clap before we start recording. We can never line up. I don't understand what's the problem.
Hey man.
Yeah, I was off that one just now.
Hey, listen, it's a Thursday. It's Thursday, Friday.
Thursday,
I get some
Friday.
enthusiasm in here. But I mean, this week kind of flew by kind of quick, man. I'm telling you, like, again, I don't want to experience prison, but it's kind of feel like we're reliving the same day. And a lot of times I look outside, I can't tell if it's night or day. So whatever.
But did the landscapers, did they do a good job yesterday or not?
I haven't gone outside to see it.
Okay, so that was
going outside to see it.
I imagine Ak having like one of those like little angels trimmed out of a tree in front of his house. You know, the joints that's like this, like
in the shape of Drake.
No,
right.
Wait, I got way more taste. I would actually have the album cover, you know, like carved into the lawn that people could see from space. But that's another story. Let's keep it going though.
And look, we got Lil Durk joining us soon. He's dropping a new project tomorrow. Before that, let's just run through a couple of quick stories, starting with DaBaby. So TMZ reported yesterday that I'm just going to keep saying allegedly here, that he allegedly attacked a driver in Las Vegas back in November after the driver allegedly told him not to smoke in his Sprinter van. So he got on Instagram story saying this is 100% false, telling people to stay positive. Devil's always going to go for you when you're trying to do good. But Ak, go ahead and like narrate to us what might have allegedly happened here, please.
Hey, well, first of all, we have to also realize that there is media and there's a little bit of tabloids, and like TMZ kind of fits into both, where it's like it is news where if they tell you something happened in terms of like they report like a death or something completely like usually true, and they do add a little spice to shit. So this story reads just unbelievable to me. Like, so yeah, they hop in a Sprinter van, right? I guess they're smoking a joint, right? Allegedly. You have the driver saying, yo, could y'all like cut that smoke shit out? I'm trying to get y'all to your destination. They basically like start to stare him down like this is some WWE matchup or something like that. They get to the location, the dude asking for the fare. They look at the driver and basically in the most random, these are quotes like, you ain't my boss. And then eventually turns into like an attack, which is led or preceded by some like racial epithet. I can't even say that word. Like slurs. So anyway, I mean, pretty much has got into it with the driver, right? This is my only thing. And by the way, I saw him denied, which he's supposed to deny, even if it was true. I do think this is what I was talking about, Wayno. This is what I was talking about. Again, I do think these stories are being blown up, but this is the quarantine, man. Them Trump stimulus packages hit already, and them shit's just gone. Okay.
But wait a minute. Hold on. If this happened in November, allegedly, right? I can't really do math right now. It's been a minute. And so the quotes in this article are from the driver. He recorded this conversation at the time, or he just has an incredible memory. Where did they get the quotes from?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he may have filed a police report, but sometimes like just filing a police report goes nowhere unless there's some type of follow-up. Again, this happened in Las Vegas. DaBaby ain't from Las Vegas, right? So I could imagine maybe not too much would have went into it. Right? And also, this is one side of the story. The police would have to investigate. Now in quarantine, pockets getting thin, the civil lawsuit's coming, and that's what I was telling Wayno about. Everybody's going to be like, you even bump shoulders with DaBaby, you're going to grab your shoulder. It's time for a lawsuit.
It's extortion.
Right. But I 100% believe DaBaby. I don't think that any of this is true. And the reason why is, where's the footage? Come on, like where's the footage, man? I don't see no footage of DaBaby. Baby got so much going on, man. Where's the footage? I don't believe that DaBaby did something.
Oh, hell no. Don't tell me Wayno went from like Rockefeller rep to now he's like a legal defense attorney for DaBaby. God damn it, man. Where's the footage? Yeah, I mean, the footage would probably help this be more convincing, but we did see footage with the hotel thing, even though I do think, you know, he had if his story is true, where he said, yo, I confronted a dude about filming me. We saw what happened with people, you know, other celebrities who their location was put on blast at the center. He might have acted appropriately there, but still, we did have footage there.
Most interactions that Baby has had, there's been footage. And there's not one piece of footage for this. So until I see some footage, I'm riding with DaBaby. He's innocent.
I think he's a great defense lawyer here. Look, on the flip side, though, you know, we did see him trying to help out a local rapper, give him some advice, buy a CD, although, you know, none of us don't know where he plays CDs at anymore, but he's trying out here. He's really putting in the effort.
You think they got CD slots and Sprinters still?
They probably do. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, in one of my cars, which is like super updated, like
one of them.
They hold on,
Yeah.
Wayne. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Talk heavy, act. Talk heavy.
Hold on now, Wayne. You need to relax, okay? In one of my friends' cars, okay, that is like super nice, okay, it's super luxurious. I go in the motherfucker, and then inside, like, this is where they have a CD player. I didn't even think it had one. Inside the glove compartment, there's like a fucking. It looks like a little trap to hide a gun in. Where you press it and something lowers, and that's where you put a CD in. I kid you not.
Wait,
like, they don't have it
what
on the
year?
front.
What
It's
year
2020.
was this card?
No, it's 2020.
Wow.
They don't have it on the front facing portion that looks all nice and like all the buttons and LCD screens. They hide it in the glove compartment. So I guess maybe it's not that antiquated, but that's just done, bro.
Wait, is this just what like new money buys you? Like the technology moves forward and then you go backward? What kind of car is it that your friend has, Akademiks?
All right, yo, I don't know. Yo, listen, you try to get up in this.
We like the pocket watch too, Akademiks.
Right, you're the only one who can pocket watch.
Listen, man, I try to get up in this business.
Okay, hold on. One more quick story before Durk comes on. So Kodak Black, yo, he's been sort of beefing with Youngboy while he's been locked up. But over the weekend, his team got on his Twitter account to post some pretty serious allegations. They said that on Friday night, he was beaten badly by 7 security guards in the prison that he's in Kentucky. They said they struck him in the head repeatedly with a metal object. And then I'm not going to read the rest of it, but this sounds pretty horrible if it's true.
So like when it comes with Kodak, I've been really reading all these stories and trying to keep up with everything going on with him to try to figure out, is this a situation where maybe he feels privileged and he could do more than the regular inmate? Or are these people just straight up abusive, right? Because again, you go in a prisoner, well, this is prison, not even jail. They don't care that you sold how many platinum records. Like, they're going to treat you like an inmate, right? And again, you may be unruly when you're free and you can do whatever the fuck you want. People listen to you. You're going to listen to some type of authority. So I'm wondering if that's why these things are coming out and he's having a tough time adjust to that. Or perhaps, maybe they just have it in for him. And you know what? Like, I do feel like some of his, even though beefing with Youngboy while in jail or prison, like, is actually a very just bad look. But I wonder where are the people who have an eye out for him, like, other like of his like celebrity friends. When Meek was incarcerated, I felt there was a lot of people who they were like, yo, this is an issue that we're looking into, or let's show some light to this. I don't think nobody but him and his lawyer like even show support for whatever he's going through, to be honest.
I think it's a bit of both of what you said, Ak, but also like when it comes to that, I just think that the reason why people don't stand next to Kodak is because he's a bit unpredictable. You know what I mean? I think he's a bit unpredictable, and I'm pretty sure he's going through some unfortunate situations in prison, but that's prison. You know what I mean? Prison is a horrible place. But yeah, man, like to see with everything that's going on, to see what he's going through, I think that there is a little bit of privilege there, but at the same time, bro, you in jail. I mean, it's only so much that people are gonna do. And honestly, if he makes it through all of this, he's gonna have a hell of a biopic. I mean, which I hope one day happens. You know what I mean? But other than that, I don't know how to call it when it comes to Kodak.
Do you guys know how much time he has left?
He
2
gets
years,
out.
right?
He gets out in 2022. That's when he's scheduled to get out. He reached out, and I seen him like he reached out to Trump or like with some like government official, and it was like, yo, listen, we should have a conversation. And again, to me, that's just a method of trying to get out. But like, Wayno, do you think like, whether it's the Reform Alliance or, some of these justice initiatives that either Jay or Meek has going on, and even Yo Gotti, Susie Yo Gotti as well, you think they should probably look into this? Because like, I really, again, it sounds disturbing, but again, I don't really know all the facts. But I do think it's worth someone looking into.
I definitely think that it deserves being looked into. Like I said, though, I just think that, even with that being said, somebody looking into it, Kodak is a very unpredictable person. And a lot of people, even though he's going through a tough situation, might not want to align themselves with him while he's even facing injustice. And that's unfair, but I think that just speaks to the character of who he is. Some people just probably don't want to deal with him. And I can't speak for any of those guys. I'm just speaking hypothetically on what I think might happen or what's happening. That some people might just not care enough. Unfortunately.
Well, he's within my prayers, and I'm really hoping everything turns out good for him. But those 2 years looks like it's going to be very long and maybe torturous for him if these stories continue. He's already been moved to a different prison after a lot of complaints. It's sad to see this still going on.
I mean, upon release, or at least when he's getting closer to release, stuff like the young boy stories, you know, is a judge looking at all of that, and could that affect a sentence still?
I mean, I would imagine, like, in terms of parole and everything, right? Like, he's in the feds. I think in the feds, you got to serve 85% of your time anyway. For that 15% that he might get off, they're probably going to look at his behavior. Hey, you've been fighting with inmates. You've been fighting with COs. You've been beefing online with other people who are in the free world. Again, he does have 2 years to kind of change his act. And by the way, you know, when he was incarcerated times before, he came back out saying, yo, I got my GD. He came back out saying, yo, I got close to the Lord. I'm more religious. This time around, it seems like he's having a tough time. But again, that was state. All those instances was state. This Fed shit looked like it's a different beast for him. And, I send him my love and well wishes as he tries to, handle all that.
Right, and I'm thinking it just starts with him changing who he is, because for everything you said good about him, he reverted. You know what I mean? So even with the young boy shit, it's like you in prison. The last thing you should be worried about is telling somebody to post videos or you talking some shit to people. You know what I'm saying? So I think, like, that's why people are just a little bit apprehensive when it comes to Kodak.
Okay. Hopefully everything works out okay for him. And I see Lil Durk in the waiting room in Zoom right now. Let me see if I know how to hit this button and let him in.
We might have technical difficulties.
Wait. I'm hitting it. Say what up to Durk. His new project, Just Cause Y'all Waited 2, is out tomorrow. So Durk, the last time you were on the show, things were a little bit different. Human interaction was allowed. You were actually in our studio. How have you been during quarantine?
I've been chilling. I've been working for real. Just staying out the way with a lot of people.
Well, I've seen you out there donating meals to frontline workers. So you've actually been like helping out, which is really dope to see.
Yeah, I just feel like that's important though. I'm coming outside for something like that.
Yeah, that's super commendable. God salute you on that one.
Appreciate it, Jordan.
How could you work as normal? Because the life of a rap star, like in people's minds, is a lot of moving around, a lot of interaction with a lot of people. Like, how do you get work done? And like, how has it changed? Like, has recording changed? Has like how you move around changed? Because I gotta imagine that, like you yourself with, kids and, other family members, you're probably taking some precautions.
Yeah, I go to the studio, but I go to the studio that's closed down. So I have them open it up and just tell them I'm being there by myself.
How do you even write music or create music when you in the crib every day? Like, you ain't experiencing shit. Like, how do you even think of new music or new content for music?
Like, just in the house, I interviews. I listen to old albums, I listen to albums, listen to music. I listen to everybody, like snippets. But that's how I keep up with everything and everybody though, because if you ain't on point during quarantine, you will feel like you ain't doing nothing, but I ain't want to feel like that.
Why drop music now as opposed, because I can imagine the strategy for some people, like, yo, let's try wait this out. Because, like, they're saying streams are down now. You can't really go out to, like, have a little tour to, get the hype anticipation up. You can't go touch the people, see the people. I mean, the online stuff is cool, but, like, I would guess you would probably much rather be out there. Like, why drop music now instead of, like, wait?
Because me personally, I think when they say the streams down, I don't really think so. I just think that's stopping people from dropping music. But me and Metro supposed to be dropping our album, No Auto album. But it's like he still got dropped with 21. Then it's like Metro ain't messing around, so he looking like, and I'm staying in, so so like we got to drop something until Metro not ready. Cause I ain't want to be like no sitting ducks. It's not doing nothing at all.
How much of the album with Metro is already done?
At first I was like 90. But as time went on and I thought about new shit and started seeing new shit, it was like, I think back at 40%. Back at
40%. So are you guys still going to be able to work on it remotely, although you obviously can't really get in the studio now, or are you going to have to wait a bit?
Yeah, see what I do is now the studio that's down, I'll call and be like, do me a favor, open up the studio for me. But I'll be by myself, so it'll just be me and the engineer.
Is it hard to catch a vibe like that?
Huh?
Is it hard to catch a vibe like that? Like, if it's just you alone? Like, I could imagine you might have. Oh, it's easy?
Hell no. Like, I feel like the vibe would be like, it's super crazy. Me and the engineer trying to light down. Because it's more excited to be like hey, listen to this. Send it to your people. Like, listen to this, bro.
How's the music coming along like that? Are you making like more personal records now that you by yourself? Like, or is it just the same shit?
I say that whatever mood I'm in.
Hmm.
So if I'm in a female mood, or I'm in a trenches mode, or I'm in a fuck the house mode.
Yeah.
Like I just go in whatever type of mood I'm in. I don't go in try to focus on one subject.
You one of the artists that a lot of people been talking about as to like how to rebrand themselves and everything. You know, like how has it been like since you left Def Jam, going over to Alamo? You know, you dropped a few projects, but how has it been to like regrow your fan base and really become what you set out to become from the start?
Like, that shit was fun. Cause you play with the craft, then you really like. Let me see what kind of new fans I got today. You know, like me, I'm the type to read comments. I'm the type to look at like reaction videos, all that. So I see like, okay.
So did they kind of point you in the right direction? My fault. Did they kind of point you in the right direction as far as like where you wanted to go with it?
Yeah, I just be trying to see where I'm at with it. Like, I was watching reaction videos and it was just like a white guy, like, man, I don't even know who this is. I'm old school. I listen to old school rap only. But his review was like, man, this shit hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of shit to be like, oh, all right, bet that's a new fan. Mm-hmm. That's another stream. That's another sale.
No auto Durk. Like I feel like that kind of became a thing when, you know, like I think that was you listening to fans a lot, you know, like, you know, certain fans would say certain things and then you kind of, you know, you drop the track, actually previewed it, a lot of people like, yo, this is what we want. And now you about to do a whole tape, which is gonna be no auto Durk. Like, I mean, where do you, like, in terms of like even fan criticism or like even kind of like switching the style a little bit, how do you take all of that in and like how do you like go forward with like making music, whether you're gonna sing on a song, whether you just kind of go in, like how do you decide which one you're gonna do at this point?
I just go off the vibe. Then when I made the No Auto remix, well, I've heard beat, it was like when gold. Yeah. So I'm like, oh shit, go gold up this type shit. So it's like I follow like what the fans want too, mixed with what I want to do. So it's like we went gold off this. The streets want to hear it. Oh fuck it, let's do a Metro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I kind of moved strategic.
Whose idea was it to do No Auto when you did it with Uzi for his album?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, Uzi called me the last minute. Like, man, send me some No Auto shit. And I remember I had put the snippet up. Cause I have my hard drive. So like I'm going through my phone, I'm like, fuck, gotta find. So you know the motherfucker looking like I ain't finna miss the Uzi album.
Right.
So I found the shit. Actually, Future was on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm contemplating in my head, like, should I send him this? I sent it to him, shit. He had knocked that motherfucker out, so that shit went crazy. So
this is another thing I've heard too. Like, does your content change with like who you're doing a record with? Because I read this comment all the time. They say, man, ever since you've been rapping more or even being around King Von, your content's back to that old Chicago shit. Like they're praying for you. You feel me? In terms of like your content's way more aggressive, like what some people are used to. Like, does it change depending, like, say you're doing a track with King Von, right? Like for example, what's the name of that joint? The Crazy Story, like, was it part 2 of the remix? I think it's killed it, right? Does your content change as opposed to that? Or, all right, I'm doing a record with someone else who, you know, might appreciate more melodic type of shit, you know?
Yeah. No. I call my twin. Well, my twin, he bring the energy. Like, bring the energy back to me, like, damn, like, how the Rondo them was, like, you know what I mean? Like, he bring that old energy back where it's like, the whole streets, not even just Chicago, like, what they needed. So it was like I was getting my energy off him. Then like I see how the 5-year-olds going crazy, the baby going crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's like them type of rappers back, like where it's like going super crazy instead of like SoundCloud type vibes. They had it for a minute.
Yeah, he definitely got the streets. I ain't gonna lie, King Von got the streets heavy.
Right.
Hey, as you mentioned, Fabio, like, what's your thought on Brooklyn drill? Right, because we saw his name is Fredo from the UK. He was like, "Yo, they're ripping off like drill from us," and then you know, even me, I'm like, "Yeah, that's cool and everything," but I think y'all all were inspired from Chicago. Like, what is your thoughts on it? You know, I remember like even back in like 2014, you know, you guys were doing drill, but then we seen Bobby Shmurda do it. You know, certain people were a little critical, but I think people kind of came to accept it. What's your thoughts on the whole scene of even drill? Because I don't even think people only look at you as a drill rapper now, but it is a genre that is like super like hardcore and focused that y'all kind of spearheaded. What's your thoughts?
I ain't gonna lie. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Like, I don't care what people say about none of that shit. Like, dude, them going crazy. You know what I'm saying? I salute them because it's like everybody stole some shit from everybody. So that shit don't even matter. Like, using melodic, everybody stole that shit. Drill sound, everybody stole that shit. If motherfucker go on the internet and wear this and everybody start wearing, you stole it. So it's like how you do it. Like, motherfuckers be hate so hard.
So you don't think it's the type of thing where everybody got to pay homage to Chicago if they're doing drill at all?
Nah, they doing it with Chicago artists. Like Fabio got shit with Vaughn. Like I was rocking with Bobby now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like certain shit you do, it like it's music, then it's like fun. Like to me, that shit be like too much going on, like too much clout chasing shit. Like if I address about people, artists who sound like me, and something, I'll be like, I don't be talking to them like, man, you sound like me. I be, man, keep going fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But
so
everybody ain't like that though.
You looking at it more from a like a you inspirational standpoint. Like, yo, all right, that's cool that y'all did that. Just keep it going. Like, cause it seems like you finding new ways to present your music every year. Like, it's not just one thing.
Yeah, cause I talk to different artists. Like that's how I stay motivated. Talking to different artists, talking to different athletes, having them conversations. Like, what you think? Ooh. And they're like, I ain't gonna lie, like, when I was listening to you, I stopped for a minute then. But I know, like, I got lost for a second. So that's why I'd be like, oh, they know what they talking about. That's why I look at the comments when they be like, oh, around this time, I stopped listening, but now I'm back. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. All the comments don't be fake.
I'm wondering, as you were coming up, right, and you were making mistakes, or you're going through your obstacles, or shit, even having like maybe an up and down stint with even Def Jam, like which artist did you kind of look up to? Because we just had Polo G on, and he mentioned like he was watching in a back seat like what you were doing, Keith were doing, just even on the industry side of things, to be like, you know what? Okay, I see he did that work. Damn, maybe I got to act like this when I get in that position. Like, who were you looking up to then? And do you actually even think of yourself like a role model? Because like someone like Polo G definitely looked up to what you guys were doing years ago, and he's influenced by it.
Yeah, shout out Polo G. But see, I operate a little different because it's like if you know something I don't know, I still listen. Like you ain't got to be like a top dog or who known for me to just only listen to you. Like it be somebody younger than me that can say something and I'll be like, oh, I bet. Like you know what I'm saying, like I feed my energy off information or the culture or what artists got going on. I don't just necessarily listen to like one person.
For some reason, like Future and Meek kind of like came to my mind as people, because I saw Future actually embrace you quite early.
Yeah, it's definitely them. Definitely the Futures, the Meeks. Talk Thug, definitely one of them. There's a couple of people, but them like the main three. Like Future, Thug, and Meek.
Have you been watching? Oh, my fault, go ahead.
And I said they always been rocking since day one, like just vibing out with us. Just keep me motivated, like, man, gotta keep that shit going, boy. Ooh, I'm like, man, you sure? They be like, hell yeah, do this, do it like this. Ooh. Like Future, the reason I got the lamb truck. Fuck that shit, you gotta go big. Oh, well, I bet.
It wasn't regrettable, right?
Hell no, that shit's fun. But sometimes you would be like, what you think? Or sometimes you would be like, I can just go this route real fast. He was like, fuck that real fast shit. I go big.
Hey, I gotta ask you. I don't even know what's your relationship with him now, but man, is Young Chop cool, man? Like he was kind of wild out for a little bit online, man. And like I think a lot of people were reaching out. I heard other people who was talking about. I was like, yo, we hit Durk asking what's up. Like I mean, what could you say about like him in general and just like just everything that was going on? Because I think he's locked up right now.
Yeah. Some of the shit I was saying was like some of the shit like he was saying a lot of true shit. But it was certain shit he was going about was like, man, you tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like I was talking to him, but it was like, I ain't gonna say he went crazy, but it's like, he like lost his OG and his granny. So like he snapped out before. Like I wouldn't call him crazy though.
do you pick up the phone and be like, yo, bro, everything cool at that point, or you just watch with everybody online and be like, yo, if you don't call me, I'm good?
No, when you doing the shit with 21 and Meek, and all of them, I was just calling like straight, like his family, and I got my personal issues. I just fell back off of it. You know what I'm saying? You say you got your personal issues you got going on with them. I called, and they be like, all right, bet y'all settle your difference. How you settle your difference? You know what I'm saying? Body let them know like, nah, we want some family shit.
One thing that came up in that, because I think this kind of comes up a lot in like when people perceive Chicago, because 21 has said it. He's like, yo, not because you from Chicago. Like, what you think about this statement, Jerry? Like, not because you from Chicago means like you just the toughest, right? And because like there was a line that was dropped by Chopper, something like, yo, I don't care where y'all from. Like, I'm from Chicago. Like, have you ever had that mentality? Like when you start traveling around, like, yo, where I came from, like, y'all can't tell me shit like where I'm at now.
No, it's how you, to me, it's how you handle yourself. It's a lot of pussy. Well, it's a lot of soft ass niggas in Chicago. It's a lot of soft ass niggas in Atlanta. It's soft ass niggas everywhere. It's like how you carry yourself. Like when I walk around, I don't think like I'm from Chicago. Like I walk around thinking like part of like, okay, I'm from Chicago. I'm me. Then like I know how I'm coming. So if you basing yourself off a city, then that way don't need to be outside.
Question: have you been watching any of these battles? Like this been going on, like the Instagram battles, the verses, everybody been going song for song with people.
Yeah, I was trying to keep up with that shit, but it was too much shit going on.
Yeah, for real. They lost me when they got two people battling. I didn't even know we're live. I'm like, oh shit, this is crazy.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because sometimes they'd be like, oh, the artist's finna go live and play their hit. Then you would look up next few minutes, the producer's doing. I'm like, fuck that shit.
Who would you battle if it was like a versus? Who do you think that you kind of look at as coming from around where your era and also your type of music where it could be a battle?
I don't know, honestly. I just know shit. You just like I go on all vibes, like swag to motherfucking versatile to just like setting the trends, all that shit. But it's like nobody specific. Unless like if you come from me, then I'll be like, I bet I'm on my shit.
So if someone challenged you, you would accept, or would it be based on their catalog? What would be your criteria for accepting the challenge? Like right now, DMX wants to battle Jay-Z. Of course, that's more than likely never gonna happen.
Right.
Yeah, no, I think that shit was funny. He was dead serious.
Right.
Funny.
He didn't even hesitate when he answered.
I said, that motherfucker DMX still crazy.
I just for fun though, I'm gonna throw out some names. You tell me if you feel like, or if you would do it just for fun, right? Remember, this is all for fun. You and Herb, go hit for hit.
Yeah. It's fun. Like it ain't like we into it. Like some people look like.
Oh, okay. So you're not looking at it like that at all. You're just looking at it.
Yeah. And it's not no animosity with y'all. Like y'all still work together and all of that. Like I've been seeing a lot of the battles.
We can fuck around and do that shit and laugh together.
Right.
That's why I say it's different now. Like old rappers, they got 90 hits. They was born 6 decades. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like they got a lot of catalog. Catalog doesn't matter though. Like I mean, when you do a show now, like what's your set list like, right? Like you've dropped a lot of successful music and that you're gaining new fans off your new music. How much do you perform like the old shit though? Like how much do you go back into that bag with like 2013 to 2015 type of shit? Or do you just keep it to the new stuff?
No, see, what I do is like, it was at a point in time where it was like, I was dropping new music, but it was like, oh, what's this? So I make sure everything I do is like, I engage with the fans before I even drop it. So it's like, so if I drop it, like it'll be big. Or like everybody will know it. Like how I used to do it, I drop snippets. Oh, this many comments I'm gonna drop tomorrow night. And I get that plus more. So I look like, okay, they want this. That's how I engage instead of be like, we're gonna drop this out the blue, then try to perform it tomorrow. Like I wanna do it like that.
All right. Well, it's dope that you keep it just focused on the music then. So just because y'all waited 2 is out tomorrow. So like we said earlier, since unfortunately we can't go out, you can't go perform, are we gonna see you on Instagram Live, or like how are you gonna be interacting with your fans the next few days once you drop this project?
Yeah, like just like going live and talking to them. Like we got a lot of things lined up too, where it's like we can connect with the fans more. Like
You got the quarantine rollout plan?
Yeah. I don't know if we supposed to be saying it for real, but we got a lot of things lined up to keep interacting because I don't feel like just to drop music and be like, oh, okay, bet it's over with.
Yeah.
I want to keep the engagement going.
Yeah, I think a lot of artists are going to have to adapt over the next few weeks because it looks like we're going to be inside for a minute.
You're going to be stuck for a long time.
Have you prepared for like?
It's scary, huh?
Have you prepared in like either financially or just even just like with your family to know that y'all might not be really out the crib or you might not be really working, doing shows, club appearances till maybe 2021?
Right. And honestly, like real facts, like I done gave away like $500,000 to like family and friends to keep them like,
wow,
like keep them like on point. So it's like, I don't know. I'm really thinking like 2021 because it's different for artists. Like you still got pubs and all this shit coming in, features. You know what I'm saying? So the money really don't stop. It's just how you spend your shit.
But has this made you rethink the way you spend money? Like you said, you know, you bought a lot of clothes and stuff and then realized we're stuck in the house. So once this is over and we can all go back outside, do you think you'll spend money in the same way that you did before, knowing that something like this could happen, unfortunately?
Yeah, I'm spending more.
I'm spending more. You're going to pump all that money back into the economy.
Yeah, I'm spending more. The plug is full when the mom does.
Hey, Durk, a man of the people.
Right?
Yo, Durk, I did want to ask you too. Yo, did you get a chance to play? Like, you've been telling me you're the best like basketball playing rapper. Has anybody beat you yet? Didn't Tory cross you up? Like, did anybody? Tory Lanez.
Oh, yeah.
I never played.
He didn't get a chance to see the. I can't see the footage from your birthday party last year. Remember that?
Not no Durk be hooping, bro. But I'm saying.
Nah, Tory, my dog, but never.
You and Chris Brown ain't never played? Like, I think Chris Brown will probably give you the works, man. I ain't gonna hold you.
You said that?
Chris Brown.
I said, why you said that?
Why ain't he like 6'3"? Like he looked like he looked like one of them dudes who run all day. Like mad athletic stamina. He doing 20 backflips on stage, bro. Come on.
A lot of people trying to carry.
That's true. That's
The
true.
height don't matter.
Yeah, but height and weight matters a little bit. Like the game, he looked like he played prison ball. So he gonna post you up.
I'm fast. That's the only way you win. If you post me up. Like I'm way fast. Like that's what like Drake was in my DM wolfing about how big he is. I'm like, this 150 gonna get your ass that work.
Drake, I ain't gonna lie, Drake kind of look like he looked like he got a shot. He looked like he like one of them Klay Thompson niggas. He got one of like he got a standing jumper, but that's it.
He look like shoot like this.
Like Bill Cartwright.
Say like you shoot.
Oh man, yo, Durk, thank you for pulling up. It's nice to have you back on the show. Hopefully next time you're here, we're back in the studio again. Everybody go check out Just Cause Y'all Waited too, and we'll see you guys here Monday on Everyday Struggle.